I will perform the air brake test on the 2023 Thomas bus with an electronic parking brake. The electronic parking brake, instead of having a yellow knob, it is a yellow a black switch with a yellow diamond design, and it works differently. So I will demonstrate the air brake test with this type of setting. I begin with a safe start, which means that before I turn on the engine, I turn on the accessories and wait for the gauges to recalibrate. So I will look at the wait to start light. When the wait to start light is gone, as it is now, it's okay for me to turn on the engine. And that is the safe start. Now we'll let the air build up to 120 psi approximately, and I look at my air pressure gauges, and when the air pressure reaches approximately 120 psi, we will hear a burst of air. This is it. Now I do four things. I shut down the engine, I turn on the accessories, I apply the service brake and hold it, and I release the parking brake. The red LED lights will disappear to say that it's now released. And now I look for an initial drop that should be no more than 15 psi. Then I confirm that the initial drop was no more than 15 psi. Then I ask the examiner to check my time for 1 minute. In the course of a minute, the extra drop, air pressure drop, should be no more than 3 psi per minute. So when the examiner says, okay, it's been a minute, I confirm that the extra drop was no more than 3 psi per minute. I will now fan off the service brake with my foot, and before the air pressure reaches 55 psi, we will see lights on the dashboard and hear a buzzer. They will indicate a low air pressure warning. This is it. Now I keep fanning off the service brake with my foot, and when the air pressure reaches approximately 40 psi, we will see the light on the dashboard that will indicate that the parking brake is applied. I will not hear the popping sound from the from the parking brake. So this is why it's important to pay attention to the light on the dashboard, because it's easier for me to know whenever the parking brake is applied. So this is what I'll do right now. This is it. Now my parking brake is engaged, and we see the solid red LED light on top here. Over here at the bottom, it's flashing because my air pressure is too low. So that's what it indicates. And my parking brake is engaged, and this completes my air brake test. So now what happens next is I should go unchock the wheel of the bus, and then I need to start the engine again. And I let the air pressure build up. When the air pressure, after the air pressure reaches 55 psi, the buzzer will stop, and the lights on the dashboard that indicate low air pressure warning will disappear. Now I keep building up the air pressure until it reaches approximately 120 psi. We will hear the governor cut a burst of air again. Here we go. Now what I do, I check the service brake. So I apply the service brake. I release the parking brake. I put the transmission into drive. I let the vehicle roll. No more than, oh, I need to put my seatbelt on. Should have been there to start with. I let the vehicle roll no more than 5 miles per hour, up to 5 miles per hour, I mean, just like this. And I apply the service brake again, which confirms that my service brake works properly. Then I check my parking brake. So I leave the transmission into drive. I apply the parking brake by pulling the switch. I release my service brake and I apply the accelerator, and the vehicle is not going anywhere, which confirms that the parking brake works properly. And this is it.